I don't understand why the American people don't take a step back and say, well, let's see if this works. Jan Schakowsky says the president has the authority to do it. Some people out on the campaign trail, such as Jeb Bush, former governor of Florida, says no, he doesn't have the executive authority to do it. You know, sometimes we get to a point we don't know who the hell to believe. But I don't understand why the American people aren't collectively willing to go along with this. And I'm talking about the antis. What if it works? How do you know it's not going to work? How many firearms are you going to lose? And the answer is none. There's going to become a system of checks and balances that is going to curb gun violence. That's the attempt here. No one knows more about that than Shannon Watts. She is the founder of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America. Shannon, good to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
Will this work? What the president's doing, will it work?
Well, we know that gun laws work. When you look at the 18 states, for example, that have closed their background check loophole, you see mass shootings, you see police killings, you see domestic homicides with guns cut almost in half. We know that laws work. So putting more laws in place will help. In fact, this narrows the loophole that we've asked Congress to close for years, and they won't. It does not close the loophole, but it does narrow it, and that means saved American lives.
The timing of this, why has it taken, in your opinion, so long for the president to come to this conclusion? Was it just a matter of giving Congress an opportunity to do something? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think the whole country has watched in amazement as Congress has turned a blind eye to the bodies that pile up in this country every year due to gun violence. 30,000 Americans are shot and killed every year. Hundreds of thousands more are injured, and yet Congress does nothing. Nothing.
What about the mental health aspect of this, the resource the president wants to put to it? Is that going to be a reality?
Yeah, I mean, look. Do we have a mental health issue in this country? Yes, we do. But is it any different than any other developed nation? No. Data shows that we watch the same movies, we play the same video games, we have the same rates of mental illness, yet you are 20 times more likely to be murdered with a gun in the United States. And that is because of our lax laws. It is wonderful to address mental health, but that is not the issue in gun violence. It is the guns.
The campaign trail is hot with this subject. This is Donald Trump on the trail last night responding.
They're not going to take your guns away, folks. They're not going to take your guns away. Not going to do it. They're trying. You saw what he did today. Executive orders. He wants to do. Wouldn't it be nice if they could actually get Congress together and, do it the old-fashioned way where people work and they this and they cajole and they have drinks together and they get along or they don't get along and they come up with some. Just wants to sign executive orders all the time. No good.
What do you make of Trump's position? It sounds like he is a candidate that would probably move on common sense gun measures. Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, that's certainly not the impression I get. The response yesterday from many presidential candidates was to gin up more fear and to use the talking points of the NRA about confiscation. It's ridiculous. Right now we already have background checks for licensed gun sales in this country. About 60% of all gun sales do undergo a background check. All we're talking about is expanding background checks to the other 40% of gun sales, which is millions of guns that don't. If you're a dangerous person, are you going to go get a gun from a licensed dealer who will perform a background check or from someone who won't? I mean, the answer is clear. And that's how guns get into the hands of felons and domestic abusers and the dangerously mentally ill.
Shannon Watts, great to have you with us. I know it's a day that you've been waiting for a long time to see what the president did yesterday, and hopefully this will work. Thank you.
Thank you.